What's up, YouTube? This is TheBillyBobHD bringing you another Let's Play. Today I've got some more Hearts of Iron 4. We're playing as Legionary Romania. Last episode we were trying to break through here north of Newfoundland and actually get onto the Canadian mainland here, and we've been sort of unsuccessful in doing so. We've got several divisions that are completely out of organization up here. And so I'm trying to take this Italian division, for example, and move him along the lines up here, see if we can't break these two divisions up here to get supply back to this Turkish division that's sort of trapped, right? And, oh good, we do have at least one division coming into the fight and helping out again. Meanwhile, this Italian division, we need to stop you and actually move you. Well, shit, he's going that way first. Yeah. He's trying to take that little province back. We've almost gotten the Brazilian division to retreat, but that British Raj division does still remain there. So as we drive down closer to Ottawa and, what is this? Montreal. It's been a mess, guys. And so, we do still have some fighters stacked up here in Eastern Canada. They're trying to help us out. Meanwhile, let's see if we can do some more doctrines in terms of, like, naval doctrines. No. Air doctrines, potentially? Okay, this is mutually exclusive with formation flying. Is that right? Formation flying. Yeah. Okay. So we've got all of the appropriate techs available to us, except for super heavy battleships, so we're not going to waste any time looking through there anymore. Still experiencing some attrition up here in the English mainland, I guess you could say. I don't currently have enough divisions to reinforce that or try to break that suppression very well. And we're using everything else we have over here to try to invade the US, right? So here we go with this tank division. He's actually making his move down here towards the west to see if he can't help break through down towards Montreal. Okay, so we're mounting another attack here with everybody. We're going to show at least a green 61. That's going to go red for us right off the bat, which sucks. 4 more of those divisions heading that way, although I do think that's a dumb idea. I do want to have them head this way. See if we can't take some more land, right? We do have those rockets standing by in Great Britain. Someone had mentioned, you know, why don't you nuke Canada and the US? And the answer to that is, well, you need to have air superiority to deploy a nuke, right? And so that is the reason why we haven't deployed any of these 114. Now, we're working towards getting that at some point. I can actually fit 600 fighters over here. We tried to put in some close air supports previously, who had absolutely no, you know, organization to do so. Jet tactical bomber. I'm just looking up and down my list here to see if we can't maybe throw in 100 of these MK1s, close air supports here. When they arrive, we'll see if they can't help us bomb some of those enemy troops out. Fighters there still being reinforced, however, it's taking forever for them to get there, and that's because we're only producing out 16 jet fighters per day. Right? Constructions-wise, we're looking alright there. Huh. I only have 6 civilian factories available to me, and that's because we figured out we had actually turned onto no exports or a closed economy. And so if I move this back now to... Let's double-check our resources really quickly. Showing surpluses across the board. Actually having a surplus in rubber at the moment, and is that helping my overall production? It sort of is. We could move up the jet fighters in terms of overall... Here we are. There we go. In terms of overall need, right? Because this is going to help produce out some more of those guys. Putting them to the very top of the list. They're the top priority right now. It's all of my jet fighters. So they arrive here with these other fighters that are being produced out. So that should have improved my overall production there. Yeah, up to 17.4 of those now per day. So that's good. Alright, we still have these Marine divisions now moving further towards the west, trying to grab additional territory. And I do have a lot of fleets here down in the seas and such trying to help out. So that's looking good. These guys now continuously moving, continuing to move. So they're headed that way. That's good. And those tank divisions, that is what I'm pretty much betting all my money on here to try to help us out. Rubber and tungsten we're still missing. However, rubber is not available to us, and tungsten, same sort of deal, although the Germans have turned that back on. So they're going to give us some tungsten now, which is awesome. So now we just need that rubber, and that should have put my constructions, yeah. So alright, I tell you what, let's go back to a limited export economy here. That should boost up my, yeah, here we go. That boosted back up my civilian factory production there. And that does mean that we need to import some steel, more tungsten, and the like. So steel, okay, we're showing good for steel. We need tons of tungsten and rubber. Aluminum is still needed. Okay. Aluminum is very important to have for my, yes, there we go, for my jet fighter productions. So is this worse for the jet fighters then? I know we're just doing a quick comparison here. Yeah, this is actually worse for the jet fighters, which, fuck me. Okay, tell you what, let's go back to the closed economy then. That should fill out my production lines, or at least help them out a bunch, which it does. And that should shoot my jet production back up to over 17, which it does, so that's good. We're just going to have to deal with that for now. Trade-wise, you know, we are showing large surpluses here. Like this. Very good. Importing anything else? The rubber. Still need that rubber, though. Surplus aluminum. Alright, good. We're down to a 1 surplus there, and I've got tons of oil that's been surplused, so taking that away from the rest of the world market, or taking it away from the Axis, rather, which is going to hurt Germany, but they're not really involved in this invasion over here towards the east, and so don't really need you, now do I? Alright, these 4 Marine divisions have finally arrived. They mounted a small attack, which was unsuccessful. Let's see if we've been able to stockpile any more jet fighters over here in eastern Canada. Not really. That's fine. Still showing it over 16,000 there, which is hurting us. Constructions wise, we are down to 0 civilian factories. So what we could do is actually work on converting over like this. Let's convert one. Yeah, something like this, right? Now this conversion task, we're going to send you to the top. We do need some civilian factories in order to work on that. So if I go back to my trade here, where am I importing again? Importing that rubber and tungsten. So tungsten-wise, let's shut off a couple of you. Like that. So we are going to show a need in tungsten there, but it's not going to affect my top line levels of production. Oh, yes, it does, actually. It does affect the jet fighter production somewhat. But they're at least going to work on converting over these for me, these civilian factories, right, that we could use. Okay, I think that looks good for now. Back over this way now, and they're starting to spread out the line a little bit, which sucks. The good news is, though, that these guys did pull back. So we're going to use these guys to mount an attack from each side here to rescue this Turkish cavalry division, who's been trying desperately. He's been trying so desperately to make his way out of that pocket, but he is, and we did finally get that Canadian unit to retreat, so he's going to leave. Okay, now he's back over here. That's not going to be a successful invasion. We do have additional units moving upwards like this, which is good. Got another ace here in the mix, which is great. And holy shit, are we down to 0? Oh, we're actually up to 100 fighters now. So assign you guys to Eastern Canada here. We're going to go for that air superiority, engaging enemy fighters and bombers secondarily. So that's what we want, right? They're obviously going to get chewed up right away. Let's move all these out like this. You know, we might be able to at least... I thought we had assigned some NK-1s over here. They're currently deploying. Let's add some naval bombers over here as well. The Billy Basher 3s. We'll put 200 of you in like this. And your job is going to be down here in the Newfoundland Sea trying to help bomb out enemy people. Uh-oh. Well, the good news is some enemy shipping does continue to trickle in this way. Some convoys and such. So we can completely cut that route off and out from under the Allies if we're able to do that. 2 divisions there, which were successful, actually had to end up retreating. This guy's going to go ahead and move forward for us. Excellent. How are we doing back up this way now? They reinforced with this area almost immediately there. So he's going to try to mount another attack. Close air supports have arrived. Let's see what your efficiency is now going to be. 15% only. I think that's fine, just because we do want these guys out trying to bomb enemy troops, which will provide some cover there for my invasion force. We were able to push through this, which was amazeballs. He's still experiencing a lot of attrition, though. Interesting. This naval base over here, this dockyard base here, he's at a level 3. We're converting back. We're still continuing to work on converting back to some civilian factories, which is good. This guy's actually starting to gain some actual organization now, so he's able to move. That's good. Continue to move him forward. We're actually on the defense here. It looks like we're going to defend this out properly, which we do. This guy is still taking a move down here towards the south. Keep going, boys. Keep going. Italian division marching towards the north now. Aha. We did catch one of their marine divisions there, sort of just sitting. If we can get ourselves into Montreal, that would be fantastic. So the tank division is going to continue to roll for us. Got a new ace that we're dealing with. This guy, okay. These 8 Turkish divisions do need to make their way across like this. So they're going to mount an attack immediately. It's actually going to show us a red 40, which sucks. But we can move in that Marine division a little bit further in response to that. Everything else in North America looking pretty normal. Especially in South America here, so... Aha, we did make moves one more time there with that tank division, and now the Americans starting to really respond and getting into Quebec and digging in pretty hard. Jeez. All of the infrastructure over here has been bombed out, which makes sense. These guys, let's check our stats here. We've lost 500 fighters, of course. Only 16 support. It's not an awful number, actually. The support's actually maybe making a difference for us. This tank division is trying to get in there to Quebec unsuccessfully. This is starting to look a little grim here, guys, especially as I continue to stack up the lines and such. And that cavalry division's at least going to make an advance right there, which is great. Double check the stockpile now. Jet fighters, yeah, still showing pretty ridiculous there. We could get some fighters back from over here in Scotland and such, because we're not being challenged there, so let's get rid of that one. Fighters in Northern Ireland, you guys can leave. Fighters in Ireland. Okay, so that gives me like 600 right off the bat there. Where else are we showing a bunch of fighters now? Thessaly. Alright, so Thessaly. Let's take your fighters back like that. Going to the overall list here. South Korea and Manchuria. Let's get rid of these as well. Because we didn't really need air support over here, did we? Russian Far East, we're still showing as green and such. Still driving down towards Beijing over here. We haven't paid much attention to this front here lately. Let's see what we can do. Is there anything we can do to try and micro over here? Yeah. We're going to mount attacks on each side like this. We're going to give you 2 divisions. Very nice. These guys are going to continue rolling forward like this. It's actually going to show as a red. Even though it's a red 44, this tank division needs to be wiped, which you will be. These Italians can move forward in conjunction with the Turkish there. So continuing to close down on China over here, which is great to see. Almost back up to 1 million in manpower as well. Okay. Now, does Quebec have a seat? Yes, it does. Fuck. I was asking if Quebec had a naval base there to supply from, which they do. I was hoping we can maybe try to surround them. Okay, so they're still trying to move in on that overall war goal there. Alright, now we can spread out the forces a little bit as well. Get some organization going. Playing defense over here. This is actually looking okay for us at the moment. They're going to go up to a green 80-ish. Back over here in Quebec now. What happens if I take the tank division and move forward? Is he going to drive in there? That's going to be some great supply for us if so. And we take Quebec. They actually... Wow. They actually left it open for me to have, which was really weird. Not going to lie, really weird. So this is going to be a great zone for supply for us. They are bombing out some of the infrastructure here. However, the naval base now providing us some really, really good supply. So the Italians able to theoretically resupply themselves as well. We could start to march down here towards, what is this? New England. Bangor, Maine. Okay, so these 22 divisions still stacked up here. Now, the big news here is we can actually start filtering in new units to Quebec. He's going to make it across the river like this and mount an attack on that tank division right off the bat there. That's going to show as a really nice green for us. That was worth 3 victory points, so a nice little port town there for us to have. Are there any other divisions that we can start filtering in over into the front? That was big for us. That was big, folks. Let's check our divisions really quickly here. So, 12 divisions. Where are you guys located? Military police divisions, that's right. 21 purple. You guys are over in Asia. These guys, I believe, are here in Dublin, which they are. So everyone come down here to a... There we are. They're going to come down here to this base, and we're going to try to filter them over to North America. Go to North America, girl. Alright, so that's going to be an extra 9 divisions for us. I'm going to delete that garrison order for the time being. Alright, we've actually made it across the St. Lawrence here to create a little bit bigger of a front. They are pushing me back right here, however. We do need these guys to dig in. So this Marine Division, when he gets back, you need to dig in inside of the city. So you can hold on that for a little while I bring in more troops. Reinforcements. They are pushing me here up towards the north as well. Excuse me. So we are experiencing... Shit, they're trying to bomb the hell out of me here, too. Right here now, we've lost 100 supports. And we're still sort of hanging out right there at 20 airplanes per day, 20 fighters per day that are mixing it up with the enemy. Now the full force of the American army looks to be upon me. You need to retreat. Retreat back to Quebec, actually. Yeah. Okay, so he's going to get into that province and catch hell from them trying to cut him off. Can't lose that tank division there. 24% attrition that we're experiencing over this way now. And I'm hoping now that we've come up on the U.S. borders... Oh, wow, this is nuts, isn't it? Alright, are the new divisions ready to come over? Yes, they are. Let's bring them over. Quebec. Make it, make it, make it. We need to hold on desperately to the city. We're going to play some defense there as well. They're actually going to retreat. Ah, fuck me. They're going to retreat out of the city. This Turkish division I'm going to bring back here, and this Italian division I'm going to bring back as well. This Italian division's sole purpose in life is going to be to defend Quebec. So once he makes it there, he's going to have to chill for us. This Marine is now defending this toehold here. Meanwhile, here we go. Teal Group is on its way over across from the Atlantic. A bunch more Marine divisions coming for us now. And have we experienced any resistance back in Ireland yet? No, sir. Okay. So looking okay there. And we're going to have a little bit of a fest of trying to get through here and break through. Wow, that's a ton of divisions, isn't it? We'll see how it goes. We're going to have to defend for our lives up here. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Again, this has been TheBillyBobHD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and/or comment if you've enjoyed my content, and we'll catch you next time.